Alright guys, today we're going to do a quick setup and demonstration of the Fuji Mini Mite 3 Platinum along with the G-XPC gravity feed spray gun. Stick around. Now these Fuji HVLP spray guns really compare favorably to a compressor driven gun. If you've used a spray gun that runs off of your compressor, these are sometimes called a conversion gun. And they're called that because they're converting high pressure air down to a low pressure output. And with a turbine based system, that's actually different. You're getting a high volume and actually true low pressure right from the source. And that allows you to lay down a very fine finish with minimal overspray. Alright, let's get that Mini Mite 3 turbine unit set up. You can install this optional gun hook on the top. And then just attach your air hose. We'll get that threaded in. This fitting has an internal rubber washer, so you don't need much force as you snug that hose in place. Install the power cord, which just uses regular 120 volt line voltage. Let's take a quick look at the features of the Mini Mite 3 Platinum. Locate the filter on your unit. You'll want to pull that out frequently for cleaning between spray sessions. If your setup doesn't come with a flexible whip, you can always add one. This is kind of the factory setup that some kits come with. But if you're doing much spraying, you just might want to attach that flexible whip. It's worth noting that there's no fluid in this hose. This is simply an air hose, and that's one of the features that makes these HVLP turbine systems much easier to use than an airless sprayer. Let's look a little closer at this G-XPC model gun. It is a gravity feed pressure assisted gun, but it's the one with the side mounted cup. And so that brings the profile down a little bit, helps you get into tighter areas. So let's take a look at why you might want to choose the G-XPC over other models. The G-XPC gun comes standard with the 4H tip, and that's a 1.4 millimeter air cap and nozzle set. And we're going to switch that out for a little bit finer set. This is a 1.0 millimeter tip. So we'll go ahead and install that matching set. Anytime you switch out an air cap set, you'll switch out the nozzle that comes with that kit and snug that in place with the included wrench. We'll go ahead and add the 3H air cap and the interchangeable collar. Once the front of the gun is assembled, you can go ahead and pull the trigger back and gently install that needle, followed by the spring and fluid knob. You've also got a quick connect on the pressure tube assembly. Just retract the little red collar. You can easily pull the tube out. The G-XPC gun is a great choice for those smaller jobs, or because of this side-mounted cup, you have confined access, like spraying inside of a cabinet. The best feature of this little gun just might be the kickstand. How about that? A gravity feed gun that stands up on its own. You do want to run a little bit of thinner through your gun the first time you use it. Just use a solvent compatible with the finish that you're spraying. Always put the unit directly on the floor, at least 15 feet from the work area. We're spraying these cute little ginkgo leaf tissue boxes with a couple coats of pre-catalyzed lacquer. It goes without saying you'll use your personal protective equipment like gloves and a respirator approved for organic vapors. Never spray without multiple sources of ventilation. The number one thing to start your project off right, filter anything and everything that goes into the cup. you're done spraying, make sure to depressurize the system by releasing the pressure tube, and then you can get into your cup and rinse things out. Then just a quick scuff sanding with a super fine sanding sponge between coats will get you ready for that second coat. I only do that after the sealer, and really for a project like this, 2 coats is all it takes. And you might say, well, I'm used to putting on 5 coats of a wipe-on finish. And that's one of the huge benefits as you switch from wipe-on products to a good sprayer system. You'll be done in less than half the time. Sometimes it's the little things you notice with a gun, and if you have a siphon feed gun, of course you can set that on your workbench, no problem, but most gravity feed guns will just tip right over and you need a special stand. So it's the little details to me that makes the difference, like this kickstand on the GXPC model. Cleanup on this model is really simple too. Just put an ounce or 2 of thinner into the cup and spray that into a container. Finally, you can remove the fluid knob, spring, and needle. Pull the trigger back and gently remove the needle. From there, just release the collar and air cap set. Those can take a quick dunk in the thinner. Remove the nozzle with the supplied wrench and dunk that in the thinner briefly as well. This is one of the easiest guns to clean though, because there's just far fewer parts that need to soak. Okay, hopefully some of the info here will help you as you research different turbine-based spray systems for your shop. As always, remember to stay safe by wearing that respirator and working in a well-ventilated area. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.